Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, being joined with Mr. Calvin Ford. Big win last weekend. Gervonta Davis knocking out Ryan Garcia in a fight that generated over 1 million pay-per-view buys. First off, congratulations to yourself for the victory and for the big accomplishment that the team got in getting that many buys. Let's get right to the fight, man. How would you grade Gervonta's performance last Saturday night?
I don't normally get into grading them because I just get into his performance. He had a great performance, what translated from camp, executed in the ring. You know, when I start getting into grading, that means I'm putting limitations on him. You know what I'm saying? Because every fight is different. So, I just try to use them as references for the next fight, for what we got to do. Because as a coach, that I know people try to go back and see, can they imitate things that they try to do with the previous opponent, or what they could have done better to actually try to beat them. So, we always got to make sure we changing things up all the time and give ourselves different looks and not staying with the same look that you've seen before.
Overall, then, what was your assessment of how Gervonta fought?
Patient, very patient. Didn't let the fight get too far away from him. Defense was great. Ron came out and did the same thing that we thought that he was going to do, come out and call this stuff, jumping on Tank and everything, But again, he ran into something,
Yeah, in the second round, and when the fight stopped as well in round number 7, when that knockdown happened in the second round, Ryan took it full frontal. Did you feel in the corner like that the end was close, like when Gervonta connected with that?
No, it was just setting up the next move. That was just the first letter of what was about to come. And it played out the way we wanted to come. Exactly, to tell you the truth.
And when you look at overall how Ryan tried to approach the fight and how he tried to fight the fight, I read a lot of comments, a lot of tweets. People just felt that Gervonta was just a level above Ryan and that it was just an experience thing. In your opinion, what do you think made the difference in the fight?
Patient, seeing openings that was, time to actually throw certain shots, and just analyzing the data that Ryan was coming with. You with me? To see was he was going to change anything from the previous fights. Was he was going to do something different that Joe was giving to him, And after we see, like, okay, it's normally what we normally see. Let's go to work.
The 7th round comes and he goes and he scores the punch to the liver. Tell me, how was that moment when you saw that punch connect in the moments after?
Well, that shot is devastating for anybody. Everybody talk about Tank doing it. That shot ain't nothing new. Anytime somebody, if you go back fights down the line, when we first got with Floyd, we hit guys with shots like that and they went down. When he won his belt, when he was with Cunningham, you know what I'm saying? And I was in the corner with him. Same shot. You know what I'm saying? So again, that we work on it. If you watch some of our 24/7, all access, you watch our all access, you see that we working on stuff. We work on things that we plan to do in the fight.
Ryan's gotten a lot of criticism for not continuing the fight. What do you make of all that?
I think that's bad, because if you get hit with a shot like that, you ain't coming back. We had a few people that's known stars, known great ones, got hit with shots like that and didn't come back from it. So, I give Ron my salute. He came out, did the best that he can, and just got caught with a shot. He got caught with a shot that he couldn't recover from.
A lot of people haven't been hit to the liver. And like you mentioned, we've seen it just over the years. So many people getting hit with that shot and not getting up, most notably Ryan's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. But,
but and his other promoter, Bernard, hit somebody with a shot like that.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
They know the devastation of the shot. Could you get up? You know. So again, I don't get it. I don't get in that. Ryan got hit with a shot with Tank to the head, and he got up. Give him credit for that. Give him credit for that. He got up. Most guys like, man, I ain't going back out there. But he got up and tried to finish the fight. He got hit somewhere else. This time it was like, nah,
Now, how was that punch set up? Like, how was he able to land that punch on him?
It's a normal punch. It's a normal punch to me and him because again, Tank got so many tools in his awesome that we haven't even shown. We haven't shown. We just give you glimpse what we want people to see until that day that opponent that's in front of us where we got to put everything together.
Mm. Well, no, he certainly every fight he's shown a different fold, that's for sure. And I think he's made like a conscious effort to go ahead and show that not only is he a devastating puncher, but he does have, a good sense of the fundamentals and how to, he's a sneaky counterpuncher, man. Sneaky counterpuncher.
Oh God. Hey, Tank always been like that, he set traps. See what you go for it. See where your IQ at. Just little things. I want to thank his sparring partners. We had so many different sparring partners to give us so many different looks. And if you listen to some of the interviews they made, they say the same thing. They said, "Yo, this guy's on another level, man," and which he is. And when you hear other fighters saying the same thing about you, that's different. And none of them are saying the same thing. They're saying different things about you. And Tank still don't get his credit. But guess what? We're going to have to keep proving ourselves. So thank y'all for not giving us the credit. We don't even want it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Keep. This is the first time I was watching social media, how they breaking Tank down. Made my job easy. Made my job easy.
How do you feel they're not giving Tank credit, in your opinion?
I mean, they don't they talk about the other guys that's this and that, but they're not doing what Tank doing. Let's really look at it, especially the writers. You look at some of the fighters and the names in them weight classes, they're not doing what Tank doing. And they ain't about the knockout. This is how they deliver the fight. Right now they're giving us props about the numbers. They give us props about we selling out venues, but give us, look at how he's really social media doing it. I can say that they really breaking him down. Like they making it so easy for me to make me step my game up on how we keep changing his style.
Now, looking at the fight, and you mentioned the sparring partners, was the whole talk about the mole, was that just like mind games, or was that a real thing? Because there was I think a Mongolian fighter that came out with a video and said, "Hey, Ryan, I'm sorry, I hurt you." And I don't know, we didn't know if that was real or not. I don't know if this was like mind games you guys were playing on them.
Hey, this the art of war. Got to be ready for the art of war. It's war. Anytime you step in that ring, it's war. And that war, you got spies, you got counter, you got all type of stuff. This is war when we get ready for a fight. When we get ready for a fight, we really get ready for a fight.
So there was a mole.
I would say it was a mole.
Hey, you play, you brought up an important thing, when it's, hey, at the end of the day, it's two guys fighting for their lives in there, so yeah, I don't blame you guys for using every advantage you can get against an opponent like Ryan. After the fight, there was a lot of controversy with Ryan's promoters not showing up post-fight. Were you aware of that? And what do you think about them not showing up?
Well, I was aware of it. It was sad to me, but his mom and his dad was there, and they've been with him since day one. And kudos go out for them. I love their family. I love his family. I love Ryan. Class act. But I'm sitting there saying, you made a comment about we don't really believe in Tank. Where we was at, we was sitting on the podium. So it shows their real colors. They wasn't there for this kid. You know what I'm saying? And he believed in them, you know. Oscar said he had death threats. Okay, if that was going on, then I know it was going on through the whole ordeal. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of stuff come at me. I'm going with my guy. I'm a ride or die. You with me? I just think they should have been there regardless. You know, should have been there. You know, we seen fighters have a bad night, don't do the interviews and whatnot. You know, have that same energy when you win and have the same energy when you lose.
Ryan asked Gervonta for his phone number. I think it was. What was going on there? Did he tell you what was happening? If they're going to train together at all, or they're just going to remain friends?
Ron always wanted to be close to Tank and whatnot. And Tank is that, you know, if he like you, you know what I'm saying? He talk to you, hang out with you and stuff. We just gotta wait and see what that phone number do.
Wait and see what he does with the with the
Yeah.
call. Hey, I was thinking, like, you know, it's not out of the realm possibility that he asked to train with you guys. You know, I've seen it before with other fighters.
And listen to me real good. I would take him with open arms. Because what he demonstrated that day, what he did was take the fight. That's a fighter. He been asking for this fight when he first came on the scene. I can work with that. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's showing me true heart. Regardless of what people say, what people say about him and whatnot, I go back and watch old videos of him asking for this fight when his own promoter said that say he wasn't ready. You know? And it took them many years to get to this point, to be something great. That's amazing. So that says a lot about him.
All right, Calvin, I'm getting the signal to wrap it up. Last message to fans on what's next for Gervonta. Who do we see him against with next, and what's next?
I always leave it up to the heads to be. They the ones that makes the moves, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it have to make dollar sense. Because the level we just went, we can't go backwards. We can't go down. We got to go up. So we got to let the fans, the true fans, that 1% that don't watch boxing, start watching boxing. That's what we chasing.
All right, that was Mr. Calvin Ford, the trainer of Gervonta and many other fighters. Just overall, good dude. Calvin, as always, man, love seeing you. Love speaking to you. Really appreciate it, man.
Always a pleasure when I see you, because you ask me some solid questions.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. took a lot of time, a lot of studying, and I still study now. So I appreciate that.
No, I like when we get questions like that, because then it makes you have to dig inside of yourself to get that answer.
Well, I appreciate that, man. You know, this is a craft as well, and you know, I think a craftsman respects other craftsmen that work at their craft. So I appreciate your kind words, Calvin, and I thank you so much for doing this interview with me. I appreciate it.
No, when I see you, because you do a great job. You know, so some people don't do their research, or they don't take the job serious. You know, you wanna do the homework, and when you ask questions like, man, you've been really studying, you know what I'm saying? So that means that person's been looking inside of their life. That means a lot.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Calvin.
Thank you.
Well, I hope to see you soon in person. As always, man, it's great chatting with you. Have a good rest of your day. Appreciate it.
Chat is always good conversation.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Calvin. I really appreciate it, man. You have a good rest of your day.
Appreciate you.